Good morning. Little view of Fordyce Lake, and then over here I think is Meadow Lake from the trail. We've been up and walking for about half an hour. We've got a little access dirt road right here, and then our trail over here. And good morning, Richard. And we are just plugging along. Wanted to have breakfast at our campsite this morning, but we were inundated by a new round of people, and they were a little bit loud last night, so we decided we would get up and leave them and have breakfast somewhere on the trail. So that's what we're doing. We're seeking out a place to have a sit down and have our morning calories. In the meantime, this is a little bit of our view. Mostly we're getting this forest that we've already talked about right here.
So way off in the distance there, you can see, Jenny says Sierra Butte, and we're going to go through Sierra City and then hit that the day after. So we're pretty excited about that because that looks really, really cool over there. Jaggedy mountain peak thing. Pretty cool. Horde in front of me. Oh, so many butterflies. And then a lizard. That may be it for the butterfly horde.
Cool rockfall. We just came around the corner to see that guy. So that's Sierra Butte. Earlier today we were talking about it. It seemed like we were so far away, like hundreds of miles, and we're just like, boom, there it is. We gotta get it tomorrow. That is a tomorrow problem.
It's the shortest way, apparently. That's the way to, yeah, that's the way to go to,
Sierra City is 3 miles that way.
I don't know who that is. But anyway, pretty little bridge here with a waterfall. Nice little swimming hole. Yeah, we're like 2.5 from Sierra City, or the turnoff for Sierra City, which I think we're going to try to go to tonight and maybe camp outside the general store. We'll see. Coming over Love's Falls. And wow, what a swimming hole. Look at that. How clear it is. Insane. I wonder if you could jump off of this bridge. Water is deceptive. It looks pretty damn deep though.
So on the Far Out app, these 4 private water tanks are actually, they have their own annotation. And the comments that are accompanying this are pretty darn funny. So I thought I would include them in our video so that they would have their own fame, not only in the Far Out app, but now on the YouTube. Indeed, 4 large private water tanks. So this is our camp spot. Last night, we walked by the 4 large private water tanks that I noted, and we went over to hitch, and another hiker came up and got dropped off and said, "Don't go to town tonight. Camp here, it'll be quieter. Then go to town in the morning." Basically, everything was closed, she said, and we would just be kind of hanging out with a bunch of other hikers and campers on gravelly roads and camping like hobos in town. So we opted to stay out here. Some of the comments about camping by here mentioned the water all night long, and it was soothing, and the road noise was minimal, so that was nice. The road is right there. You can see a car right there that's been parked there. I think there's a hiker somewhere in the woods, I hope. So this is what we did. And that's what we'll be tackling later today, is up there. I think Rich had some other things he wanted to say about the campsite, so I'm going to cut mine short and let him do an extra so that we could have our what I say and what he says about our campsite. Some scenes as we walk into Sierra City. We got this here at the Yuba Riba Cabins. Woo! Dumpsters. And then our walk into town from the trail. It's only like a mile, so we decided to walk. We tried to hitch, but we gave ourselves a time limit because it is a mile walk, and cars weren't coming by very frequently. They're coming by really fast. So we felt like it wasn't going to happen. Somebody mentioned something about the fountain in the far out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's the fountain. So get your water there. I might.
All right, so here we are. We're back at the trailhead. I don't know why. Did we get any film in town?
No, we keep forgetting to take video of the towns.
Yeah.
No, I got a little bit walking in. So we
Okay.
have a little bit to show of what Sierra City looks like.
We walked into Sierra City. It was worth it. We got a good shake and a breakfast burrito. Tons of hikers in there, so we got to reminisce and catch up with some. Caught up with Steady. He's still in there. He just got a new backpack, so he's swapping all that stuff out.
Saw Blue
And,
Cheese, so she's not too far ahead of us.
yeah, and then we actually got to hitch back out here, which was really nice. Even though it's a mile and a half, it was a mile and a half uphill that we don't have to walk.
And we have a little uphill ahead of us, so we were like, I don't want to walk before we walk.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So today is Sierra Butte. We're going to cross right underneath the butte, or the big rocky bits of that, and then we'll head into Lakes Basin, or I think it's called Lakes Basin. The PCT takes us adjacent to a bunch of lakes, and so that should be nice. And I think we don't really have a mileage goal, but it'd be nice to try to get in 12.
At least.
And then that way we can get to our next stop, the the Haskins, Buck Lake, Quincy area, in hopefully under 4 days. So that's our goal.
Yeah. And the of the two tasks that we wanted to do, which was charge our devices and upload some videos, we got one. Our devices are charged. Because the Wi-Fi there was ridiculously slow and we didn't have cell service. So maybe on top of one of the mountains we'll get some self-service and we'll be able to upload it. If not, then just know that we're okay and we'll upload them when we can. All right, we'll show you guys some stuff of the butte. We're coming up on the vista for the butte right now. And there are thunderstorms rolling in. Should be at our place in a couple of hours. So we're trying to decide what we're going to do, because we are going to be pretty exposed going along the side of this mountain here. So we'll let you know what we decide when we decide it.
There's a chance that down there is Sierra City. I'm actually pretty sure it is. So we were just there. And that is the Thunder Bumbly.
All right, if you haven't figured it out, we have decided to go for it. We're going for it. The thunderstorm seems to be pretty much to our south and moving southeast. So we're going to push along this exposed ridge and hopefully down the other side before we get struck by lightning. Slow moving because of all this rock, ankle killer type stuff here, or in my case, knee. But we will see how far we make it, and hopefully we won't get soaked. But we'll definitely let you know that at camp. Plus a few other good stories we have from today.
I don't do that well. Just looking at our trail. It goes right there.
It's a pretty view here. And some cool rocks up there on the butte. And we're continuing this way. Okay. We were very excited because as we come up to the top of this monstrosity, it says, "Open the coolers for snack." And so, wait, Jen, don't open it. So now we get over here. There's cigarettes there. We don't want those. But now we're going to see what's in the coolers. If we actually have some trail magic.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh God, I love these. These are so good.
Oh, what's in the other cooler?
Oh, raspberry lime.
Oh, fruit.
Our favorite cuties.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get the...
And what's in this guy other than the cigarettes?
Nothing.
Okay. Looks like all of the
Totally gonna...
chips are gone.
Yeah, that's okay.
Go figure. The damn
Nobody's
hikers ate all the chips and left all the
geez.
fruit.
Yeah.
Stupid bastards. Anyway, we're going to sit here and have a snack.
Yes. I was just...
Woo! Trail magic!
Look, I was just saying how magical this forest is. Look at the forest. It's magical.
It is a magical
and
forest.
Now we have
trail magic. As we're sitting here enjoying our trail magic, Jen is... First of all, I want to ask you a couple of things, Jen.
Okay.
Number one, what are you eating?
They're Cheez-Its.
Okay.
It's the duo.
And how are you eating them?
With the camp spoon, because when they're all crumbly, you eat them with a spoon. And you crumble them so they fit in your bag.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also helps with the norovirus. You don't put your gross little grubby poo fingers in there.
Well, yeah.
Not that you have those.
I shouldn't.
Anyway. Where did you get those?
So we were at the general store in the Sierra City, and another hiker was emptying her food and basically held up this bag of Cheez-Its, and it was mostly full when we got it.
Yeah.
And asked if anybody wanted them. Of course, Rich and I were like, yeah. She carried them for like 2 days and realized she didn't like the flavor. I'm like, well, we're in.
Yeah. And we're eating those while we enjoy our A&W root beer and orange crush from, I don't know. I'm about ready to look in the book there and see who provided this trail magic. Heading down in there. Should be coming around by that lake in a little bit. Gorgeous lake, Tamarack Lake. Then we got the other side of the butte. And we'll get some water down there. Water. And then continue on. All right. It is day 78, July 21st. And we're doing a closeout because we haven't done a closeout in a very long time. And we have some funny stories to tell for today.
That's mostly why. But let's just do the closeout thing to begin with.
Yeah.
So we woke up at the 4 large private water tanks where we camped last night just outside of Sierra City. We walked in and did some really small town chores and then got a ride back out around 11 this morning, and from then till we stopped, we got 14.4 miles. The up was moderate, 3,800 feet, and the down also moderate at 1,440 feet.
Yeah. And then in this video, you've already seen a couple of the views, the Sierra Buttes, and we got some trail magic, which was awesome. But do you want to tell my story and I tell yours, or we tell our own stories?
So yeah, we're walking up this steep part. So the first thing we do is get off the little road, and then you just immediately start walking up, and just switchbacks, and we're in just a forest. It's second growth. There's nothing, no big understory. There's nothing really there, just a bunch of trees. And I hear Rich like,
earmuffs for the kids, or send them out of the room. It is no longer PG. There may be some swearing involved.
We'll try to bleep it out. Yeah, I hear him basically, what the heck? And I thought he tripped or, whatever. And I turn around and he's kind of bent over, and then he picks up a cone that it's not open yet. It's like this year's cone from a sugar pine. If you know anything about these things, they're massive and they're kind of heavy. And he picks it up and he goes, "This just hit me in the head." So he got assaulted by a cone from presumably some rodent up in the tree that decided it had to throw cones at us as we walked underneath.
Which is weird because I hear a big thwap to my side, to my left side, and I'm like, what is that? And luckily, before I could turn and look at it, it whacks me in the side of the head. And of course, I've got my hood up like I always do, so I don't burn up in the sun. And it hit me like right square here. And luckily, with the hood and everything, and it was just like, it was more startling than anything else, I guess.
Yeah.
But for Jen, we had crested the vista and we were in the open. We were racing a thunderstorm, which I think we also mentioned earlier. So we're going up an incline. We're on all these shale rocks. It's a very narrow path. It's, straight up to our right and straight down to our left. And we're just hauling ass. And I just hear this, I don't know, I don't want to say blood curdling, but it was just a fuck. And then her right leg comes up, kind of like a cartoon where like the heroine was like, eek, and the leg comes up and they're shying away. And I look over and she's like, it's a rattlesnake. And I'm looking at this little bitty snake and I'm like, that's not a rattle. It's not rattling. What is it? And yeah,
It's a rattlesnake.
It was a tiny little rattlesnake. And it luckily went up the hill, never rattled. But then as soon as it got up to a flat spot on the hill, it like coiled up and was looking at us angrily.
Yeah. So while we were at a spring, before we hit that traverse, another hiker was talking about, hey, did you see that snake? And I'm like, there's no snakes on this side of the mountains. We're too high up. The snow's too deep. Yeah, there's rattlesnakes up here. Confirmed. I was jumping at little lizards, and now I'm jumping at anything that moves in the shrubbery.
And the significance of the swearing is we've talked about what we would say if we fell down a cliff. And apparently Jen's going to drop the F-bomb. And I'm going to scream, I love you, as I'm falling. So Jen drops the F-bomb, falling off cliffs and or getting bitten by snakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tragedy happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's it.
Sorry, Mom.
That's it for today. We're pretty excited. A couple of friends of ours are going to try to meet us on Friday. We don't have trail names for them yet, but we're
working on
it. Figure some out. And for all of our friends out there, we'll try to get trail names for pretty much everybody.
Yeah, you come to help us, you come and join us,
yeah.
We're giving you names.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we're going to hit the sack now. Good night.